All right, good morning. Wednesday morning, September 10th. Up and at it. It's a recovery day today, so a recovery workout in store on the treadmill. Gonna get a little cardio in, gonna do a half an hour, and then we're gonna start our recovery workout. Not quite sure, like I always say, none of my workouts are planned, even the recovery workouts, but the overall goal today will be getting a lot of blood in the upper body, primarily the shoulders, the chest, rear delts, maybe in the lower back a little bit today, but primarily upper body. Then we'll probably go outside. I'm going to go downstairs this morning for this recovery workout. Then we'll probably go outside and probably do some GPP work on the sled. But we'll see. We'll see how things feel. But today is a recovery workout, so I'm really excited for it. I love recovery workouts. They're so important. They're so important, especially when you want to train more often. And for me, training no days off right now, recovery workouts are essential. So what that'll look like is, like I said, getting a lot of blood in the muscles, in the upper body. And I think a lot of people, I know sometimes time becomes of the essence, especially given life in general. Recovery workouts can definitely add more time to your training as far as more training days. But if you can get them done, they are so beneficial to recovery. And you can also get a great pump in the muscle, so you can still benefit from that, but also the recovery being the most important part of it. They're just huge, and I think a lot of people don't think about recovery workouts. Now, like I said, yes, they'll add another day, another training day, so to speak, to your workout, but you'll recover a lot faster, you'll feel better, you'll be able to train more if you want to train more. And I think a lot of people just neglect recovery workouts. I just think they're so important and so beneficial to just overall health in general. Your physical health, keeping all those those joints and tendons and different things, ligaments, all healthy. The overall goal with a recovery workout is, yes, blood flow, so you can just fill the muscles up. Like I said, the best example of recovery workout is, I think, for your bench. Let's just say you bench. So let's say you had a heavy bench day, really intense bench day. The next day, a recovery workout to help the chest and the shoulders and the upper back and the delts to recover from a day like that, like a heavy bench day, heavy chest day, would be to go in and do a lot of kind of shoulder work, delt work, rear delts, really get a lot of blood in the muscles. And a lot of people, and when I talk about bench, I think a lot of people also have shoulder issues, obviously because just the wear and tear on the shoulder that bench can cause. But I've heard so many people say, I can't bench heavy anymore, I can't bench at all because of my shoulders. Obviously there's technique that can help with that, but also doing recovery workouts are huge to help keep your chest, your bench healthy overall, your shoulders healthy. And again, what we're doing is it's kind of like the physical therapy realm of things. Again, if you have a shoulder injury, or if you have a minor rotator cuff tear, listen, a lot of people will have some form of tear maybe in their rotator by the age of 50 or so. I mean, it's just the wear and tear. And what physical therapy will do is they'll try to build all the muscles around the rotator or around the injury in the shoulder. So it may not be a rotator, it could be something else. But what their goal is to build all the muscles around it so you can take tension off of the injury. And so recovery workouts, I really focus on that for recovery workouts in general, not just specific to the bench. So again, just building all those little muscles around the shoulder, getting a lot of blood in the areas that may have some stress, maybe little minor injuries, your lower back, doing a lot of lower back work to get a lot of blood in your lower back, A lot of people have, minor injuries or sciatica, pain, different things like that. And if you could build all the little muscles with, a lot of, light work, a lot of reps, a lot of different angles and different things like that, you can take a lot of tension off of those areas. And recovery workouts are designed for that, while at the same time getting blood in the muscle and really, getting the nutrients and oxygen into the muscle. So, getting long-winded. Listen, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I definitely don't know everything. I could be wrong on some things, and that's okay. But for me, recovery workouts are all about getting a lot of muscle or a lot of blood in the muscle, and really focusing on all those little muscles that'll get strength, that'll get stronger, so that I can continue to train and continue to feel really, really good. And I use the bench as an example, as a great way. So if you bench heavy or you do a heavy chest day, going into the gym the next day and doing a half an hour, 45 minutes of delt work, rear delts, side delts, front delts, front raises, side raises, reverse pec deck, reverse delt work, reverse flies. We'll get a lot of blood in those muscles and help kind of recover the chest and the shoulders and all of that, while at the same time building the small muscles around the areas in the shoulders and different things like that to prevent injury and to prevent discomfort. So that is on today's agenda. I will stop talking and get this cardio done, but we'll see you downstairs for this workout in just a little bit. BG crew, just wrapped up no days off, day 90, and today, as I stated earlier in the video, was a recovery day, aka a recovery workout. So I started out with 30 minutes on the treadmill. So I got my steps in, got some cardio in, and then we went downstairs and we started out with the first exercise being reverse pec deck. Ended up doing 5 sets of 20 reps there, and this is by far one of my favorite exercises to do, especially for a recovery workout. I mean, I like the exercise just in general for the rear delts, but as far as a recovery workout, especially after a heavy chest or a heavy bench day, the reverse pec deck for rear delts is just absolutely amazing. Obviously, you're hitting the rear delts, you're getting a stretch in your shoulders, you're hitting kind of the upper back of the shoulder, even into the upper tricep. So again, all those muscles that you use for your a chest day or a bench are just getting full of blood and just really beginning the recovery process for those muscles in the back and the rear delt of the shoulder. So again, it's just an amazing exercise. I just love it. So hit 5 sets of 20 reps there. From there, we moved over into some band front raises with the band. Ended up doing 5 sets of 20 reps there. Once again, a great movement. Obviously, staying away from the free weights, using a band just adds a whole nother variation for the front delt, but also for recovery. Obviously, the band's getting lighter at the bottom and then getting heavier at the top. So again, you're really allowing a good range of motion and filling up that front delt, which again, your front delts are so important when it comes to obviously so many different workouts, whether it's your shoulders, your overhead press, your bench press, just so many different workouts that your front delts become so important for. But also the front delt, the rear delt, the side delt are so important to keep strong, so that again, all the internal mechanisms of the shoulders are staying as healthy as possible, because as you strengthen those muscles, you take a lot of tension and stress off of the stuff that's going on inside the shoulder, like your rotator cuff. So we did 5 sets of 20 reps with band front raises, and then from there, I did a dumbbell lateral into a scarecrow movement for the shoulder. These were absolutely crazy. Ended up doing only 3 sets of 15 reps. I mean, literally, my shoulders were on fire after this movement. Really lightweight, just stayed at 15 pounds for this movement. But again, just getting a ton of blood in the muscle and in the shoulder, again, to help begin that recovery process for the shoulders and also keep the shoulders really healthy. It's a great movement to do. Obviously, kind of a prehab or a post-rehab type of movement, a recovery workout movement. Obviously, you'll see a lot of physical therapists use this type of movement. It's just a great way to strengthen all the little muscles around the shoulder, and those were absolutely amazing. Literally, the shoulder was on fire after those. From there, I moved into a, we'll call it a banded lateral. So again, I take a band, and you'll see in the video, I put it under the bench, and then I put my arms in it right at the elbow area, and I do a lateral movement with those. Obviously, if you're in a commercial gym or in gyms, you know, you have those machines that have the pads that you put your arms under, and you do that. The band is just as good as any machine. Absolutely love those. Ended up doing 2 sets of 20 there. So you can see my volume is a little bit lower today as we progress through the workout. And again, that's the whole point. A recovery workout is not supposed to be this crazy high, crazy intense, workout. Keeping the volume relatively high so you can get a lot of blood in the muscle, but at the same time, you want to conserve some energy as you begin the recovery process. So after those banded laterals, seated banded laterals, I moved over into the cable machine and ended up doing some tricep single arm push downs for the triceps. I think it's so important to incorporate tricep recovery work, again, especially doing some cable work where, again, you can keep the volume within reason. So I ended up doing 2 sets of 20 in each arm on those. Again, there's a cable kind of pull down or push down variation for the triceps. Just getting a lot of blood in the triceps, really isolating the triceps, focusing on squeezing, and again, getting a lot of blood in there. Just like the shoulder, the rear delts, and everything I just talked about, getting a lot of blood in the triceps, especially after, kind of an upper day, a bench day, chest day, shoulder day, or even a heavy tricep day.
again, if you have a heavy tricep day, yesterday I did some work on the trap bar, and I pushed myself in the tricep realm of things with the trap bar. And again, even with a heavy tricep day, whether you're doing heavy close grip bench, heavy skull crushers, heavy rolling dumbbells, coming in after a heavy tricep day and doing kind of one or two exercises of a lighter, kind of less intense tricep variation, like cable work, getting a lot of blood in that tricep is only going to benefit your recovery for when you're ready to go heavy again for triceps. So we hit some of those. And then I finished up the workout with some back work. So I ended up doing a wide grip, cable pull down variation. Ended up doing 3 sets of 20 reps there. And then the goal was to go outside and do some GPP work, pull the sled, get some kind of lower work, get the quads and the hamstrings firing. But again, just with time today, I got some work to do and things going on today, so I did not have time to do that. But again, just the workout in general that I finished up today, I'm very, very happy with it. And this is a perfect example, in my eyes, my opinion, of a great recovery workout to really kind of help recover the upper body after some heavy or intense workouts, or really long, high volume workouts that you may have had the days prior. This is just a great way to kind of do that. The workout was done within an hour. So I kind of moved through it with all the exercises, and again, it was just a great workout. So no days off, day 90 is in the books. And with that, guys, we will see you for the next workout.